Hey, it's me, Marcia with Black Sheep Society Reads. So, what this channel is for is basically for all the people out there who have been counted out, who feel like they're like the black sheep of the family, the black sheep of their friend group, the loners, the people who use their alone time to ascend to greater heights, the people who are in that phase of going through the dark night of like your soul, like going head to head with your demons and being like in a very alone space. I personally, throughout my life, I've always been like a loner, a natural like lone wolf type of person. Like I've never had like, even when I was like in school, in grade school, like I was always, the odd one out. And that's okay. As an adult, I realized that has made me able to withstand quarantine, lockdown. You know what I mean? I've been able to withstand that because I'm used to spending time with myself. You know what I mean? So, what I want to talk about on this video is the fact that I recently had a situation in my life that caused me to be injured. And during this time of my healing, I am realizing how far I have devolved off of my spiritual path, and I'm evolving back up, if that makes sense, by having to like sit with myself while I heal. And that's what made me think of like, the Black Sheep Society reads, because we're always the scapegoat. We're always the person that, because we're not like everyone else, because we don't fit in, it's easy for people to be like, oh, well, this is, this is your fault, da 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 da, blah blah blah, whatever. So for me, I feel like right now, a lot of people that aren't getting are the black sheeps in society. I haven't gotten it. I don't plan on getting it. And that is where we're at in society right now. A lot of people in society, and it trickles down to family structures and friendship circles, but it all starts with society at large. The world system, the way they have things set up. When I say they, I'm talking about the elite, the puppet masters. There's always a scapegoat. There's always a black sheep. And I feel like this day and age, people, especially because of social media and cancel culture, because people are so miserable and so not focused on their higher calling or their higher self or what they need to be doing, it's easy for people to get on the internet and get in the comment section or whatever and just, point the finger at other people from behind their screen. And at the end of the day, the people that are reaching their next level or that are leveling up, this means, you're not really concerned about you may have a social media, but it doesn't like define you, or if you post something, you don't care if people press like or not, or if you lose followers, it doesn't really affect your heart, your spirit, your mood throughout the day, the way you move, you know. That is a sign of you leveling up. If you can detach from your phone for a few hours or days, you know. And I wouldn't say days all the time, depending on what you do and who's in your life. People who love you may become concerned if you disappear for days, because that, you know, people are going missing, especially women are getting snatched up out here. So you shouldn't just disconnect or go missing for days from the people who are really locked in with you. But I'm talking about being able to disconnect from the gram, Facebook, you know what I mean? Like all of that extra stuff that just kind of like takes your focus off of like what it is that God has put in your heart and in your mind to do with your time, you know? Me personally, for myself, I want to be able to pursue more creative endeavors. And I feel like I'm definitely going to be doing that. And with this YouTube channel, I may start doing card readings, but I'm still thinking about, you know, who I'm going to be reading for and if I'm going to be doing personals. But I just want this channel to be a safe space for the people who are not going down. They may just be making their own path in life, you know, the road less traveled, you know, like that type of vibe is what I want for my channel. I want people to understand that it's okay to not do what your parents did. It's okay to not follow what such and such thinks you should do. You know, and a lot of when I talk about the black sheep type people, we do that shit anyway, but some of us may carry like this guilt, this backpack of guilt, because it's in us to be that way. And a lot of people feel some type of way because we do not do what is expected of us. And when I say that, I'm not talking about neglecting your responsibilities. I'm just talking about, you know, doing what it is in your heart to do versus what somebody in your immediate circle thinks that you should be doing. And you never have listened to that. You've always had your own mind about what you in your heart and in your mind want to do. Yeah, you may have fallen off. Yeah, you may have, you know, made a few wrong turns, but you're following what's in your heart to do. You have your own mind. You know what I mean? You're not a follower. And that makes a lot of people mad because they don't have the courage to move that way. And to move alone at that, with nobody really supporting or going along with it. You know, a lot of people need co-signers. A lot of people need yes men around them. A lot of people need other people in order to feel validated. And a lot of black sheeps, a lot of lone wolves, a lot of people who operate and function from a place of autonomy, they do not need that. And that makes a lot of people uncomfortable and upset because they do need it and they don't understand how you or people like us move through the world without this. And I'm not going to say that lone wolves don't get caught up in social media or lone wolves don't get caught up in toxic relationships, because we're human. But what I'm trying to say is that regardless of those things, we still we still have our own path that we follow, what works for us, regardless of all of that stuff. Even if we fall off, we get up. You know what I mean? So that's who I'm here for. I'm here for you. This is my first video. I know it's kind of like, I feel like I'm kind of rambling, but this is my first video. I'm not used to talking to myself on a camera, but I'm going to get better. So yeah, y'all have a good night, and I'll post again soon. Bye.